We asked former President Diosdado Macapagal if the lifting of martial law would undercut criticism from Marcos's opponents.
Definitely not, because this so-called lifting of martial law is only on paper. As indicated by the fact that when Mr. Marcos so-called lifted martial law, he announced at the same time that all the proclamations, instructions, decrees, orders, and acts which gave him dictatorial power under martial law will remain. And he specifically directed the armed forces of the Philippines to do the same things that they were doing before. So this is a paper lifting of martial law.
Opponents deny there was ever a need for martial law. Former President Macapagal.
Implementation. It was a manageable problem. It was a problem of public order. And all previous presidents, from Rojas to me, we were able to manage the problem. So there is no need, there was no need, and there is no need to proclaim martial law in order to cope with the so-called communist or NPA problem. The real purpose of martial law, and I, who have been engaged in national politics in the same period of time as Marcos, I am positive that Marcos declared martial law in order to extend his term of office in violation of the Constitution, which prohibited him from continuing in office at the end of 1973. So 1 year before that, in order to continue himself in office, he declared martial law. And that is the main purpose of martial law.
Former President Macapagal believes the opposition can now challenge Marcos.
Unity of the opposition, and I have had some experience in this, need not be and cannot be total, because there can be no complete unanimity in any group. That would be totalitarian. In a free society, you cannot have unanimity. So what is meant by united opposition is substantially united opposition. And I have particularly exerted effort towards this end, and we have already established 3 stages of united opposition. Now, the latest one is the United Democratic Opposition, or the UNIDO. This unification of the opposition is more than substantial for the purpose of challenging the legitimacy and the authority of this present martial law regime. So it would seem that we can achieve what we have been organized to achieve.
If there's so little change, how will Filipinos react? Or is this just the beginning?
But it all depends on Mr. Marcos. If Mr. Marcos still clings to power, his plan now seems to be still in power by 1984. That means he will have been in power for 20 years. And then he hopes to run for assemblyman from his province for another term of 6 years. That means that he will have stayed at that time by 26 years. Now, if he persists in clinging to his position by force, then there is no other remedy for the people except to do everything that they can in order to restore democracy in this country. So it all depends on Mr. Marcos whether there will be a violent or peaceful transition.